Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Marie-France Garon. I have been a part of the wellness industry for 24 years, and I'm so excited to be here with you today for the Modere product overview with Heather Billing as we introduce you to Modere PhytoGreens. We will talk about what makes it different, what makes it so unique and so special. So thank you for joining us. But before we get started, we want to have some fun and we want to hear from you. So you can start by telling us where you're watching from today, because we have people from all around the world. And so let us know about you. Where are you from? We have a lot that we're going to go over today, so stay with us until the end. And as we get started, let me say that PhytoGreens is a part of the outstanding Modere Axis Phyto range, 3 supercharged superfood powered with 44 highly bioactive and bioavailable ingredients to top up your daily fruit and veggies intake. They are Phyto Golds, Phyto Reds, and our hero product for today, Phyto Greens. Modere launched the Axis Phyto range last year, and they quickly became a huge customer's favorite. So to help us go through Phyto Greens a little more deeper and to see how it can help us boost our daily diet, let me bring up Heather Billing. Heather and I have been working side by side in the wellness industry for more than 20 years. Heather is a mom, a wife, and she has a passion for helping people achieve better health. Hi, Heather. Welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here. And a question to ask ourselves, have you eaten your veggies today, Marie-France?
I have, yes, some. I don't know if I had enough, but I had a bit, yes.
Very good. Because interestingly enough, only 1 in 10 people eat enough fruit and veggies. And I think that it's a really interesting thing because also maybe today you eat all that you need, but do you do that every day?
Probably not enough, for sure.
For most people, of course, it can be the cost as well of veggies, especially at the moment. There's the cost and availability of a broad range is very limited at the moment. And so basically you only get to eat what's available, like what you can purchase, because most of us are not growing our own veggies, unfortunately.
Yeah.
When I grew up, my mum, she had a huge garden and we had lots of great fresh produce that she would pick. She would go out and pick it and then it would be prepared and eaten straight away.
Yep.
And of course, we have no idea when things are on the supermarket shelf how long it has been since it came from the farmer. So that affects the freshness, the nutrition, and all those kind of things as well. So eating a range of veggies, as you said, how much nutrition is actually in them if we do manage to eat everything that we need to.
Yeah.
And I just did a little bit of research because I was just thinking about the modern Western diet basically, and it's often a diet that's high in sodium, so lots of salt gets added to our food.
Yeah.
It's actually low in essential things like magnesium, potassium, antioxidants, fiber, essential minerals and vitamins, so the things that our body actually needs to do all the processes to be healthy. And it's also high in refined fats, simple sugars, and therefore what that does to the body is that it creates an acidic environment, which means that these foods that we're actually consuming, our system finds it really difficult to deal with, and so therefore it can actually lead to inflammation in the body and also then onto disease. So the beauty of what we have with our PhytoGreens is that it's going to address all these things that we've talked about. It's going to give us our serving of fruits and veggies. It's going to help to keep our system more alkaline. It's highly absorbable, so we're going to get the maximum benefits. So we're very excited about this product, Marie-France, because it is so amazing and has so much in it, more than we can actually eat in a daily, in our daily diet.
So your parents were right, Heather.
Yes, you should eat your veggies and you shouldn't flick them under the table like I was known to do.
All right.
No one was looking, put a few peas on the floor so it looked like you're actually eating them.
All right. What's in our PhytoGreens?
Yeah, so part of the science behind the PhytoGreens is that it's actually a phytonutrient, which is a fantastic superfood. It's bioactive and bioavailable, which basically all that means is that the ingredients are able to be absorbed into the body and actively used by the body, which is a perfect scenario. So the phytonutrients also help to maintain healthy immune response, and of course it's plant-based. And phytonutrients are gotten from plants, and they're the things that actually help to protect the plant from disease and help it to be strong and healthy. So when we're actually consuming that, it has a similar effect in our own bodies. So 27 bioactive ingredients. And I know that I'm definitely, even if I'm eating lots of veggies and fruit, I'm not having 27 in a day. So we have marine and leafy greens, adaptogenic roots and fungi with avocado oil, fibre, pre and postbiotics. Now, just interestingly about the avocado oil, it actually helps to increase the bioavailability of some of the green things that are found in the phytogreens. So things like, as an example, kale and spinach can sometimes be hard for the body to actually get the nutrients out of, whereas that's where the avocado oil comes in. It actually helps the body to be able to absorb all the goodness out of those particular vegetables. So a lot of thought has gone in science to how to make this the most absorbable product that we can have. And also just to bring our attention to, Marie-France, as well, as the pre and probiotics that's also in the product, because often we just kind of think, oh, we're just having some nice leafy greens and all that sort of thing, and we know that these kind of green products are great for our gut, but the fact that we have these additional things in there to further enhance that, then that just also is going to help with our immune system, our digestion, and all those great things as well. Okay, so the superfood that we have in PhytoGreen, it supports alkaline diets, as we've spoken, which is ideal for the body to be in that kind of a pH level more often than not, because that allows the body to be as healthy as possible, helps us to cut down on inflammation, disease, like joint pain, as an example, is generally because the system is acidic. So if we can have more alkaline in our diet, then we can find that maybe our aches and pains improve and all that sort of thing as well. The superfood supports the digestion and the balanced microbiome with pre and probiotics and some of the world's most powerful green phytonutrients. So it really is a powerful, as we call it, a superfood. Most definitely, it really does some amazing things in the body.
Before we go any further, we would love to hear from you. So let us know in the comments below your experience with Modere PhytoGreens. How do you prepare it? What do you mix it with? And what are the results that you're experiencing? And thank you for taking the time to share with us your experience, because this can make such a difference to someone else. And here we have more of the amazing ingredients.
Yeah, so we obviously we have 27, which is a big long list.
Yes.
And we thought we'd just put some of the ones that you may or may not be familiar with, some of the main ones, but obviously there's 27 in total, and we've just got just a tiny snippet here. But we've got our kale, our green tea, our shiitake mushroom, and ginseng root. Now, these are very good, two really good ingredients here that are great for stamina and endurance. So the scope of this product, all the different areas that it can actually assist and support the body with, is really quite amazing. We've got the lime, which helps with the taste, shall we say.
Yeah.
And it has other benefits as well, of course. We've talked about how amazing avocado is, but we've got apple, spirulina, chlorella. So these are all well-known green things that you would generally find in a green product. However, we've got a whole list that contains 27 great ingredients.
And they're all listed here on the container at the back, but it's just, there's so many. How does it taste like?
Well, that's often a great question when it comes to these green products, Marie-France, because if you can imagine, like even generally if you have a salad, a lot of people like to put a dressing on it, some salt and pepper, a bit of seasoning to sort of, make it taste a little bit more interesting.
Yes.
So the question we often get is, what does it taste like? It's got all these green things in it. What is it going to be like? And very pleasantly, we get the question, what is it going to taste like? Mm-hmm. And it really tastes delicious, I must say.
Totally. Yeah.
And that's just having it in water. Like you can mix it in water and the taste is quite pleasant. So it's not like you're trying to add it to something else, which you're trying to disguise the taste. But it is very pleasant even in water. And of course, with the natural concentrates of lime juice and pineapple juice that are actually in it, that helps to give it a nice flavour as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fruity taste, yes?
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Yeah. And you can add it to your smoothies, you can add it to freshly squeezed juice, or I actually mix the Phyto Reds and the Phyto Greens together.
Yes.
And you can add like the magnesium powder, you can add some natural mineral drink. There's lots of other things that you can add because it is a powder. It can be mixed with other things as well, which is great. It's easy to take. And I think also the body recognises the goodness that's in it. And so almost immediately after you've had it, whether it's all in your mind, but even if it is, the fact that you've gotten all that goodness into your body, it really does make a difference. And I find for myself personally that after I do have it, it's good for an energy lift. It's good for just getting a little bit more focused if I'm sort of feeling that slump in the afternoon. So that's just some of the things that I've found with it, Marie-France.
I love my PhytoGreens. It's included in my daily routine every day. I add it to my morning smoothie together with Phyto Reds, Phyto Golds. I also add my pea protein powder and I mix it in the blender together with almond milk, spinach, avocado, and I also top it up with the Axis TreBiotic. What a powerhouse to start the day. And it is absolutely delicious.
And one of the things that I've actually found as well, like my kids are obviously not keen to take it all the time, even though like they're now teenagers, they're not little kids.
Teenagers is another thing.
However, if they start to get a little bit run down or they feel like they might be getting a bit of a sniffle or something like that, mixing the Phyto Greens in with some orange juice, of course it gives it a sort of a greeny grey sort of an appearance. It tastes really yummy, and that's actually a way that I can get it into them without all the complaining, and it does really make a difference just to give their system a boost. And just while you were chatting then, Marie-France, I was just reminded again, like when we were talking about mixing it with milk and other things, the beauty of the Phyto Greens is that it mixes really well.
Yes.
It it dissolves into whatever you're putting it into. So you don't end up with green clumps. Like, it mixes very, very well. And we've actually done tests with competitive products on the market where that we've put them just in water just to see the absorbability, and just ours, of course, far outperforms with it just mixing so well with the water as well. And just something else that we wanted to let you know of as well, with the rising cost of buying your veggies at the supermarket, Marie-France, I'm not sure what you're finding. Broccoli at the moment, I think in our supermarket, last time I looked, was $10.90 a kilo for broccoli.
Okay.
But we can get all these 27 amazing ingredients in our PhytoGreens in one serve for $1.55.
$1.55, and you have your one serve for the day.
Exactly, and you're getting so much for that. That's the thing. Like, it's more than you could eat in a day, of course, and it's high quality. It's very available to the body as you take it in. The body can use it and make use of it, and of course, it's gluten-free, no GMO. It's keto friendly, and it's wellness like you've never felt before.
And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and also hit the little bell so you will be notified every time there's a new video. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today, Heather. We really appreciate your wisdom. So much great information on today's session again. And thanks everyone for spending the time with us. And a very special thanks to those who shared their experience with PhytoGreens in the comments. We truly appreciate it. And if you haven't tried PhytoGreens yet, we encourage you to give it a go. Your body will thank you. Thanks again, Heather. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.